welcome back to the Slaughter Warlord rather. I know it's been a while. We've kind of had a few things going on that we haven't
real life problems.
Yeah, haven't really had a chance to get down and play a game. So we know the campaign's over, which is a bit annoying, but we didn't finish it between us. So we're just going to continue it kind of as if it was just a campaign that we'd started, and just kind of go from there. So we are on to scenario 4, which is the Twilight Glades, I believe it was.
Yep.
So this is the scenario where the undead are trying to get out of the portals in the Elven Twilight Glades.
I think it's the Nightstalkers.
Nightstalkers rather. It's undead who get the special rules for some reason.
Which I don't get. It's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah. So we've got Joe here. He's going to be playing Nightstalkers with some undead allies. A bit surprising. I kind of got a good deal on some undead. I've never played undead before.
Threw me for a loop today. We switch lists like day of. Usually we have a blind list trade on the day of. So we don't know where we're gonna be. Who's playing what until the day of, and then we just switch lists. And then so we have a few hours beforehand to kind of examine each other's lists. And whatnot, and he kind of sent me a list saying dwarves, and I see like a whole list full of undead, and I'm like, wait, what? I thought it was a typo.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to be playing Jarvis's noble undead, sticking true to what I've been doing through the entire thing with my living legends. I've gender reversed Jarvis, so we'll call her Jarvet. For this, so I didn't have the Jarvis miniature painted, and didn't have enough time because originally I was going to play dwarves today, but I thought it'd be cool to actually give these undead a whirl. So any undead players out there, I apologise for how bad I could play them. I've never played them before. So yeah, we'll kind of get over to the armies, show you what the board looks like. And then kind of get on from there. So we'll be back in a minute.
Alright, starting on this side, we have 1,500 points of Nightstalker with undead allies. Start over here with the mummies, a regiment of 20. Nothing on them, just by themselves. Revenants, I exchanged their shields for two-handed weapons, so they have crushing strength 1. There is a horde of butchers with the healing brew on them. 2 mind screeches. And I've got over here 2 regiments of specters, and finally over here I got a banshee with lightning bolt on it. That's about it.
Yeah, this is the undead army who I've never used before. So down here we have the vampire on an undead Pegasus. Next to him we have Jarvet, female Jarvis. Over here I have 2 regiments of mummies represented by the Warhammer Grave Guard, I believe they're called. I don't play the game, but I think that's what they were called when I was Scotland. Over here I have 4 troops of ghouls and a horde of ghouls, which I have taken Morgoth's Rotting Retinue, which is one of the formations from the book. I'm not sure I've made a great decision going ghoul heavy, but we'll find out. But everything in this formation has Thunderous Charge 1. And then last but not least, because I hate playing them so much, I definitely felt that I had to take the Soul Reaver Cavalry, so I have a regiment with them. They have the Potion of the Caterpillar, and also back here, the Horde of Ghouls have the 5-point Healing Brew. And that's it, so we'll go over to the board and then we will start the game. So this is the board for this evening. We have 3 forests, 1 hill, 2 ruins and 2 walls of obstacles. The ruins will be height 3 impassable. The forest will be height 3 difficult. The obstacles obviously obstacles. And then you can see the archways. They are the portals the Nightstalkers is trying to get through. They will be height 4 difficult, correct?
Yes.
And then we said the hill is height 2. So that is the board for this evening. We'll be back with first turn.
Nothing special here. I just did like a standard line formation. I don't have as many units as he does, so I'm kind of concentrating things in the middle of the board, keeping things basically together, close enough that they can kind of cover each other a bit. Hoping to concentrate fire in the middle of the board.
Okay, so I've done my deployment. I'm not 100% sure I've deployed that well. As I said, this is my first time ever playing Undead. Down here, I've got my 2 regiments of mummies with Jarvet. Over here in the centre, I've got the Rotting Retinue with the Vampire Lord on the Pegasus. And then over here I have my Soul Reaver Cav, who we've established have crested the hill at this point, so they are sitting on top of it. So I really see how this pans out.
Just basically moved everything up. The whole line just kind of advanced up. Sadly, I'm going first, so I can't have him walk into my gun line, as it were, so I have to kind of spend this turn moving into range to do some shooting. So that's basically what I had to do this turn. Claimed an objective over here with my butchers and specters. Got these 2 specter regiments in range of some of those ghouls, so hopefully they'll be able to thin the herd, as it were. Sadly, the mind screeches aren't in range of anything to shoot at, so I'll have to wait another turn for that. So sadly, I totally forgot to deploy my Banshee, so we decided to just have it deploy within my 12 inches and just act like I forgot to move it this turn, which I think was fair. My mistake, my bad, I can't believe I forgot to do that. So we're going to do the nerve check. I did 3 wounds from this regiment into that ghoul troop.
About 5 on the trees, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's 4 wounds from this regiment to that troop. I'm going to do the 3 wounds first. That one right there.
Yeah, I've definitely got to grab it in a second.
And now we're going to do the 4 wounds.
Okay. They're definitely gone.
Alright, so those 2 are gone.
First casualties of the game. Alright, we'll be back with my turn in a second. Okay, so pretty much same as Joe's army. I just moved everything up down here in this corner. The mummies both moved up. Jarvis turned because she is going to shoot into the Mind Screech, because Jarvis gets that really cool war rounding 6 inches, stuff more of his spells, so Lightning Bolt goes from 24 to 30. Over here, Vampire Lord hopped behind this. Sure, he's going to find out something to do with him in a minute. But yeah, I didn't want him to get shot off the board before he did anything. So anyway, over here we have the ghouls have all moved up together. And then over here, it kind of feels like 300 points wasted, but the Soul Reaver Cavalry have claimed the objective. So I'm going to quickly do my shooting, and then we'll be back, and then it'll be Joe's. Okay, so I put 2 wounds on the Griffin Mind Screech. So I'm going to quickly now check that. What's his nerve?
It is 14, 17.
Nothing.
That is good.
Cool. Alright, so we'll be back with Joe's turn.
It feels like a good turn for me. Dan's
Yeah, I fucked up.
he didn't measure that. As soon as I saw him drop it there, and he didn't do anything. He didn't pre-measure anything, or he just left it there. I saw that, and I
fucked up.
was like, my mummies are going to take I will take a hindered charge to drop that fly. I was like, I'm gonna make sure that thing does not fly anymore. So I'm gonna lock that thing down there.
Take his wings away from him.
Clip the wings. The remnants, they took a hindered charge into those ghouls right there. Everything else kind of basically everything kind of stuck put in the center
The
line.
Banshee that turned up late moved.
Yeah, Banshee decided to make a squeeze herself in the middle right there. And the butcher over here, they thought they were going to have to eat a charge next turn, but I measured it out and decided to shimmy them back a few inches.
Decided that objective wasn't quite worth it.
Yeah, the points wise, I felt like it was better for me to reposition and try to regroup at a later time. So we're gonna see for shooting this turn. We'll see how that works out. All right, so round of shooting. These 2 Mind Screeches and the Spectres over here, they loaded into the horde of ghouls back there. They got covered. Yeah, they got 10 shots out of all that.
It's not terrible considering we were in cover.
Yeah, I mean, considering cover, it was terrible, but I could have done better. The Banshee and the Spectre over here did 4 damage into the troop of ghouls right there. And we'll roll real quick for nerve check. We'll do the troop of ghouls first.
they stay.
Surprising. All right.
Wow. That was
A horde.
yeah, didn't expect that.
What?
They stay as well.
All right.
Wow. My rotting retinue, which I expected to be off the table very quickly. Try saying that 3 times.
Mummies didn't do that great, but considering they were injured, they did their job. They dealt the damage. So
Stole fly.
stole flying away. So you know what? That's fine. I just want them. They did what they needed to do, lock them down. The Revenants did 12 damage to the troop of ghouls.
Yeah, it's double ones. Double ones.
We'll start.
The nerve, they've already gone.
We'll start with the troop.
Double ones.
Double
They're
double
dead.
threes.
They're dead.
Alright, we'll go with the
The man.
5.
He's absolutely fine.
Alright.
Okay, so with my one shooting unit that I have in the army, Jarvis cut to heal into the Vampire Lord that ran away. Oh, we didn't actually cover my movement, did we?
No, we might as well do it
Yeah,
now.
might as well do it now. Okay, so at 300 points, I felt that they had to abandon that objective to actually do something, so they've moved up. We checked they are out of line of sight of these guys, so they're out of charge range. The ghouls moved up. We can't get them into base contact with each other because of the way they're positioned. So the ghouls horde has charged this unit of spectres, regiment of spectres rather. This troop of ghouls actually charged this Mind Screech. I also used the healing brew on the horde as well, and they healed for a grand total of 1, I believe. Over here, I took a lesson from Joe's last game when he played Undead, and I tucked tail and ran. And the Jarvis healed him for 1. The mummies have turned to face off against the mummies, and these mummies have moved up a little bit over here. So I am going to do my melee, and then we will be back. Okay, so down here I put 2 on this Mind Screech from that troop of ghouls, and over here I put 6 on the spectres from those ghouls. So I'll do the Mind Screech first. Nothing, I assume.
Yeah, they're good.
They're good. You can't shoot, it's 1 bonus. And these ghouls, that's 8, so what's that? 14.
14 total?
Yeah, 14
They are wavered. Basically, not too much happened. Pivoted the mummies. Sadly, the Revenants were not able to charge into the flank of the ghouls.
Well positioned ghouls stopped that happening.
By a hair.
By a
a fucking hair.
That's
Very
what it is.
very cheeky positioning by Dan. So I decided to just move them on up from where they were before.
They just didn't want to attack their undead buddies.
I guess not. And the butchers over here decided to just change their facing to meet on this inevitable charge that's coming from the this flank from this flank over here. That's basically it. Next we'll be shooting.
Sounds good.
All right. Here's hoping.
What's that? We're doing horde first, yeah?
Try to get rid of that horde.
Yes!
Fuck me, man.
Yes! Hold on, what's that? Hold on. 12, 14,
15, 16.
16. Yeah, not even fucking wavered. Yes! My concern about the middle of the board no longer being tied down is gone.
I'm regretting moving them now. Oh man. Oh, I'm not pleased. Oh god. All right.
Onto the troop. Double ones. Come on.
I couldn't get that roll for them.
Yeah, they're dead.
Get the troop out of here.
Get the troop out of there. Okay, so on to my turn 3. So Joe's really upset about what I've been doing down here with the what are they called?
Counting millimeters here.
Sorry, McCav, just keep positioning them exactly right.
Like, just gotta count them by millimeters. Like,
Alright, so yeah, we moved that down there to kind of reposition. Over here, the ghouls went back into the concerned spectres. Nothing really happened else over here. Oh, Vampire Lord on the Undead Pegasus. Just shot straight up the board there. My mummies. And then these mummies moved up to take that objective there. Okay, so down here, put 4 on the mummies. Over here, I put what, 7 on the spectres. So I will do the mummies first. They're probably going to fucking stay, so. Yeah, they're going to stay. 10 total, no, 11 total. And the spectres, it's 5. So that's 18 total.
They are gone. Well, sadly Dan forgot that I could pivot.
And shoot, I've not played for a month and I'm forgetting rules already. So I'm going to go ahead and just state that I wasted 245 points on that fucking Undead Pegasus, whatever it's called, because I have done absolutely nothing with him except just give Joe fucking 3 shots at him. So yeah, I fucked up. So.
The mummies countercharged back into the other mummies.
Mummies, have a go at the mummies.
Remnants are shimming along the board.
I get the feeling they're going for that objective right there.
It's been abandoned. Why not?
It's been abandoned. It's been abandoned. And these cowardly little fuckers over here.
These guys have just have been causing no end of frustration for these for this unit, because now I just shimmy them over. Now they can't be they're completely invisible. They can't be seen, so there's just no charging. Just going to be happening this coming turn.
Yeah, I'm really unhappy about that. My finger in the camera there was actually me trying to turn it round to show me shaking my head, but apparently I can't do it one thing. I mean, so I'm shaking my head in disgust anyway. Undead players must be rolling in their fucking graves watching me play this game. But that's what the board looks like at the moment, so I assume this poor bastard, Batman over here, is about to get shot in the face by these Mind Screech. So yeah, we'll be back after that, I guess.
Laid about 12 damage on the Vampire Lord on Pegasus. Batman has taken 12 damage. I don't remember how much damage, but there's a lot of damage that's been placed on the the Blood Boil did me well this turn.
Yeah.
Finally. So we're gonna see what happens with this nerve check. Let's start with the ghouls.
Yeah, they're dead.
Alright.
Got a bit of inspiring insight. Reroll that.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17, 12, 14. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, fair enough. We'll be back after my turn. Okay, so this has been a very, very simple turn for me. Mummy's counter-charged. That was it. There's method to my madness, as I didn't explain to Joe what the method was, but there is method to it. Mummy's counter-charged. They regen for 1. Jarvis Ben chanted them for 1 successfully. So I'm going to quickly do my melee and then we'll be back. Okay, so I just put 7 wounds on Joe's mummies. So nerve check, 9. They're gone.
No, they're 18.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to
19.
So 9.
6, 3, 1, 10. Plus 9, 19. They're gone.
Sparring from Jarvis.
You're not Nightstalkers.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm getting loud. You're right. I am not Nightstalkers.
So they are gone.
They are gone.
They are gone. So we'll be back with Joe's turn.
Well, my screeches moved over. One of them's going to be shooting to flank the mummies, trying to knock them off the board, hopefully to stop them from scoring.
Yeah.
From scoring. The banshees stepping
Gonna
up.
blood boil what they do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pretty much.
Gonna blood boil, try to blood boil them off. The specters over here have scored on that point right there. The revenants are slowly, marching their way over to that point, that abandoned point over here. That is about it. These specters over here did 2 damage into the
Soul Reaver Cav.
Soul Reaver Cavalry. So nothing amazing, but did something.
But I mean, they've just sat there doing fuck all the entire game. So yeah, go on. Now let's check them. Yeah, they're fine. It's a wasted game. Wasted points at this point. Oh yeah, but what was it?
About like 9 points of damage on them.
No, I don't think it was that high, was that?
They only have 3 points of damage on them before.
4, 3.
They only have 3 points of
Yeah,
damage on
you're
them.
right. You have put 9 points damage on.
Yeah. Between the Mind Screech and the Blood Boil from the Banshee. 6.
18. I believe that gets
Just
3 of
enough.
them, but you have to re-roll it because of Jarvis. And that gets rid. Bye-bye, mummies. So, unfortunately, this is the board as it stands for me. I have this scoring unit here, which is probably going to get blown off the board by one of these Mind Screeches next turn. And then I have the scoring unit of wasted Soul Reaver Cavalry over there. So I'm going to concede. So we'll be with you in a moment for the rundown. Yeah, we're back in a second. So, I mean, I would like to personally apologise because I don't think this is going to make a great bat rep because they fucked up so badly. It just wasn't. It's not going to make for an interesting game. I think we can both agree with that.
I thought it was
It's good. You played well on your part. I played very poorly.
I mean,
on
considering
mine.
it was I knew my army, but you didn't have as much experience with yours.
Zero experience. Zero experience.
I think your big mistake was that you put your power units on the flanks. Like your mummies are slow moving units that have a lot of power. They're your
Yeah, see, I'm so used to playing
they're your hammer units. Like you put your hammers on the flank where they weren't going to do anything.
I don't think they're hammers. I think they're anvils. But I mean, I'm so used to playing dwarves and Varangard. Armies that can just stick.
Well, it's also because you only have 5.
I just put fucking glass in the middle. And,
If it were me, I would have stuck those mummies closer to the ghouls.
Yeah.
And made it so that the ghouls made opportunities for me to use to use flanking on the
it became evident in
I would have stuck everything a little closer together.
It became evident in turn 2 that I had messed up my deployment.
Yeah, sadly you did the same mistake I did with the Soul Reavers, where it's like they're so expensive and it's like you don't want to misuse them. And you end up psyching yourself out with them, and then you end up just either you didn't use them. They were just sitting there on the board, and it was just like you and me playing this Mexican standoff the whole game with my butchers.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest,
shimming things around.
I'm not sure I'd use them again. I mean, I'm paying let's say 40 points more than my Dire Fangs.
I think,
and I don't. They're more situational.
I think they're best. In my opinion, I feel like the best use is Revenant Cavalry.
Yeah.
Having Revenant Cavalry screen with and having the
But I mean, I just felt for being 40 points more than my Dire Fangs with the Headstrong Fury add-on. Thunderous 2, I get their defense 6, and I get their slightly more movement, but I feel like I can put the Dire Fangs in, like as a variant player, I feel like I can put the Dire Fangs in harm's way and still get the best use out of them. Whereas for 300 points, I feel like I have to shield these for so long so that they get the first charge off to get the best use from them.
I think it's arguable because like Dire Fangs are a little, in my opinion, a little like underpriced for what they do. But you know,
I'd agree with you with the Falling. I think Falling are underpriced.
They're pretty underpriced.
I think for being 6 movement, I think they are forced to hit. I mean, Dire Fangs hit on movement 6. They hit on 4s.
Yeah.
Soul Reavers have 8 movement. They hit on 3s. They also have Thunderous 2 and Crushing Strength 1, Defense 6 to my Defense 5. The problem is it is the Thunderous 2. Like, it makes you need to one-shot units with this fucking unit to keep them active throughout the game. You don't want to get bogged down. I mean, I'll try them again. Maybe I'll just try and be a little more aggressive with them. The thing is, it's not even
you don't want to lose them. You just don't want to lose them because they're so expensive.
I'm so used to me figuring out ways to fucking stop them and getting them off the board quick because they are the first unit I want off the board. I think I psyched myself out with them ahead of time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, guys, I know it's been a month, and I know it's been a while since we did back rep, and I apologise that this wasn't a better one on my part.
I don't think it was terrible. I think it was. I had fun.
It wasn't fucking terrible for you.
I mean, obviously because I won, but like you know, I think it was like it was a learning experience for you, but at the same time, it was like it wasn't. Well, I don't think it was a terrible bad rep. It was.
No, I mean, the thing is, it could have been better. I just didn't play it well. I wasn't used to making excuses like a bad tradesman blames his tools.
I think it was. I think your biggest issue was your deployment. That's what messed you up.
There was a lot of issues. And you know what? You live, you learn, and well, you unlive. I'm full of the puns today. I'm not sure if they've all been on camera. I'm sure some of them have. Probably. So. Yeah, you know what? Next time I'll learn from my mistakes and see what happens. So yeah, hopefully you won't have to wait a month, whatever it was, for the next bat rep. So I know, as I said, we know the campaign's ended. I know we kind of missed the boat on that one, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah,
we'll be finishing it out.
Yeah, we'll finish it out for us. So yeah, hopefully we will be back probably next week.
Yeah, we should be
next week with another bat rep. All right, take care. We're the Slaughtered Warlord, and we'll see you soon.